Hi guys, I am going to walk you through BYOC. I know that you might have had some training and some of you are pretty familiar with it. Others of you may not have even logged on yet. So we're just going to go through it and I'll try to help troubleshoot as best as I can. So when you get to the Liberty homepage, you can go to For Staff, inside Liberty, and then right over here you're going to go to Build Your Own Curriculum. The number one thing that many people forget to do is they forget to log in. So you're going to click Educator Login. This should just be your regular username, and your password should be the one from last year. It has not rolled over to the new one. Once you get in, the main thing you're going to want to do is search by department. So you can search for ELA or math or whichever subject area you're looking for. So let's go ahead and go into ELA. I'm going to search grade K. Then hit search. You will see two things pulled up for any grade level you search for. The first one is all of the district information, ties in with DESE and the state. That's probably going to be more general than what you are looking for. The specific coursework for Liberty is going to be this one. When you get in, it gives you the overall information in this area. It will show you priority standards, and then grade levels will be broken down by units. And at the elementary level, our units are quarters. So you can search by what quarter you're looking for, and then at the bottom, typically all grade levels are going to have what they consider to be the most important documents that you would want to access first. So for example, you have the pacing guides, the tracking sheets, sight words, and then they're showing an alternate format for the pacing guide. This also shows an assessment guide of when things will be assessed. So if you go into quarter one, it has things broken down by the topics: foundational skills, informational text, literature, language, writing, speaking and listening. Again, it has those priority standards listed. It'll show you interventions, resources you can use, what assessment you might need. Again, it's going to have some of that same information of the pacing guide, but it's also going to have your CSAs and your CSA scoring guide. If you click on one of these, let's click on literature. Inside of that, it's going to have the learning targets, what we want students to be able to do. That will be good information when you are working with your classroom on the learning targets and setting those examples for your class so that they know the goal and they know what to work on. This feature of adding a new activity will be evolving as the year goes on. Eventually, staff, whether they're on Curriculum Council or not, will be able to upload activities, CFAs, dipsticks, suggested lessons, anything that you guys feel like would fit that particular area. It'll kind of be a portal to hold all sorts of shared resources in an organized way. Anytime you want to go back, hit the back button. And then, for example, we can open up the pacing guide. Open it up in a Word format. It's showing you the highlighted or underlined standard is what your priority is going to be. Many grade levels kept the format similar to what you had seen in the past. We just felt that it would be more user-friendly if it was familiar versus making it brand new. So that's why some grade levels, it may look like it hasn't been updated when in fact we just use the same format. Some grade levels, on the other hand, made a completely new format, so just something to be aware of. Again, it's going to give you that same information as you go through, but the key here would be the priority standards. So that's something that you can easily print off for yourself. Whoops. Well, that's BYOC. If you have any questions, contact me. Thanks. All right, we're back with BYOC training part 2. I will try not to X out of all of it this time. All right, to show a different grade level, I'm going to go ahead and go into, let's go into grade 2. We're going to look at ELA again. You're going to want to click on that second one. I wanted to show you this grade level because as we start to meet again as a curriculum council, there are going to be some changes made on BYOC. None of the documents are going to change, just the organization will look a little different. Basically, all grade levels will be formatted in this way, having the units as quarters, which many grade levels do. Some grade levels have them broken down more by topic, like reading foundational skills, literature, different things. But to keep it consistent, that way all grade levels, and especially those teachers that are having to access K through 5, we felt as a committee that it would be better if all grade levels had a consistent looking format, so that way whatever grade you're going into, you could find it in the same spot. So second grade is going to be the one that is going to be closest to what the revamped organization of BYOC is going to look like. So again, you have your quarters, but then down at the bottom, every grade level is going to start working on making sure if they have high frequency words, they're posted, and that they have a separate document with powered and priority standards on it. That way it's easy to print off and easy to see. And also a scope and sequence that aligns all the curriculum. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this. Hopefully I don't X out of it this time. May take us just a second. Okay, so here's the example for second grade. It has the alignment of August through May, ELA, the language standards, SIPs and spelling, the writing units, science and social studies topics, and the math standards. Now the format for each grade level may look a little different, but it is going to be suggested that each grade level has a document like this for resource, SPED, Quest, ELL, and all those other areas that are trying to integrate curriculum for all grade levels. So just something exciting that you can look for to come up as we get back in the cycle of curriculum council. Oh, good. The second document I wanted to show you, all grade levels will be creating for ELA and math, will be this one as soon as it pulls up. Sorry for the awkward silence. Sometimes you have to be patient with BYOC. There we go. So in this document, it just shows, for example, second grade, quarter 1, what the priority standards are. When it's highlighted, that's when it's first introduced. If it's not highlighted, that means it's still a focus, just continued throughout. So again, something to look for that each grade level will be creating within the next month. All right, now I'm going to show you what math looks like because it is a little bit different. If you hit the back button, you're going to go back into your filter by math, and then again, whatever grade level you're looking for. when you get in, it should be set up pretty similar to ELA, but there's just some different components. Again, it should be broken down by quarter. There should still be the course attachments of the yearly scope and sequence and the powered priority standards. Again, if your grade level doesn't have those right now, just know that they will be working towards getting those very shortly. So very comparable to ELA, but it will have the math priority standards, so that way you can kind of easily see what your focus is throughout the year. And then if you go into a quarter, it will have your priority standards listed. And I think eventually they will add all the other standards in this topic box. So that's something to look for as well. Down at the bottom, you have your math tracking sheets if you want them. And this would just be to keep track of grades all quarter long. Then you're going to have your math CSA, the answer key, and then the tracking sheet for the CSA. So when you open up your CSA, you should be able to easily view that and print that. The answer guide or scoring sheet should be included with that. And that way you can kind of look ahead, see what your kiddos need to know. One of the grade levels used fourth quarter CSA in math and gave it first quarter, and that's going to drive their instruction all year long. They use the end of the year one as a pre-test, and I thought that was a great idea. So since you have access to all of that, you can use those as you see fit to drive your instruction. Oh, I did it again. Well, I really think I'm done this time, so if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call or email or come by my office and I'd be happy to help you. Thanks so much, guys.